Hey, welcome back. You're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, and we're talking about how to make you and your family a priority in this time and these times. And I got to tell you a story about a gal I was talking to last week, and she was saying she was moving into a new apartment, and she's a single mom and really doing well in her life, and she has a 7-year-old son, and she just moved into this new apartment. She had to get the apartment painted, and her son came up to her and said, "Mom, we never play anymore. You're always working." And she said, "I just don't know what to do. I got to get this apartment painted." And I said, "Well, can I give you an idea?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'd like to know what your ideas are." I said, "Okay." I said, "Give your son a paintbrush, make sure the floor is covered, and have him help you paint the walls of the apartment. And you could even play tit-tat-toe, or you could draw big circles, or you could do whatever it is. But you know, it doesn't make a difference as long as it's all the same color going in the same place. And if you have a drop cloth down, it doesn't matter if he gets it all over himself, as long as he doesn't get it on the rugs and stuff. So you could have fun getting the work done." What do you think about that? Having fun getting the work done. So really, what do you have to do? You have to get committed to get the job done and have fun along the way. So wouldn't it be cool if we could get through Christmas having fun along the way? Think about that. Now, I just said the magic word, commitment. So if you want to make you and your family a priority, gee, what do you think you have to commit to? How about you and your family come first? How about you and the people in your family come first? It's not about what you're doing, it's about who you're being. See, you can be out shopping for Christmas, or you can be out shopping for anything, whether it's grocery shopping or Christmas shopping or shopping for a birthday or just shopping, all right? And it's about how much fun you have doing the shopping. It's not about what you buy. So in order to have life and relationships the way you want it to be, you have to really want it to be that certain way. In other words, what I'm saying to you is if you really, really want something, you can have it. If you don't really, really want something, your circumstances are going to get in your way. You have to be 1,000% committed to you and your family in order to have the relationships you say you want to have in the life, in your life, and the relationships of the loved ones in your life. You have to really want to be with them. And it's not be with them, not, doing certain things. It's not buying certain things. It's not Christmas time. It's not birthday time. It's not just because you're out of milk in the refrigerator. It's all about you want to be with people because you want to be with them. They make a difference what you're doing, okay? So I ask you, do you need some sort of incentive to get your priorities straight? Think about this now, all right? It's like a lot of people go, let me see now. Okay, I'm going to be really nice and calm tonight after we go shopping. Right now it's hurry up, we got to hurry up and get there. Where's that park place? Honk the horn, go fast. Okay, run into the store. Okay, get what you got to get. Okay, oh my God, I got to stand in this line and wait for the checkout stand to happen. You know, one of the greatest, most fun times I've had with people, especially my family, some of the best talks I've had is standing in a line waiting to use my credit card to buy what I was in the line to get. What do you think about that? So it's, like President Kennedy said when he was asked about John, unfortunately they're both gone now, but he was asked, what's it like to have a 2-year-old little boy, your son, and be the President of the United States? And he goes, it's great. And he goes, well, how do you do that? He says, well, it's not about how much time I spend with John. It's about the quality of time I spend with John. When I'm with John, I'm really with him. I don't care where I am. I'm in the Oval Office or at home or in a limo or whatever I'm doing, I'm with him. So what if you could really be with your family doing whatever it is you're supposed to do? I mean, what do you think about that? And what if you put, 10 days worth of relationship into a 15-minute conversation? What do you think they're going to remember? The 10 days or the be with? So think about that. Now, do you need some sort of incentive to get your priorities straight? Remember I said there earlier. And what would be a great incentive? How about the smile on the face of the person you love the most? How about, it's like I heard my son today laughing downstairs, and I hadn't heard him laugh that hard or that deeply before. So I walked downstairs and I said, it's really neat to hear you laugh like that. I haven't ever heard you laugh that hard or that deeply. I said, what's going on? He was watching something on TV that just tickled him to death. He was just cracking up. And it was just great for me to be upstairs in my office. He's laughing so loud, it's coming up through the heater vents and comes into my office. I can hear him laughing. And I just stopped everything, went down to see what was going on. So incentive, getting your priorities straight. What really means something? What really means something is the hug from your loved ones, not what you buy them. You know, it's like I tell people in the business world all the time, it's not about the raise you give an employee. It's about the acknowledge you give the employee. The acknowledgement, you know, it's like, hi, I appreciate who you are. You did a great job, and I want you to know I know it, and thank you very much for being who you are. That they will remember. Pay raise, they remember about 2 paychecks. All right? Can you get that? Now, do you have a plan for having fun? And have you ever had a plan for being held accountable for having a plan for having fun? Well, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? So think about that. How about we got to go shopping because it's Christmas time. We had to get a tree. We had to get the bubble lights out, which my wife did a great job. Thank you, Susan, for that. All right? And the kids had to come together, and we had to make sure the kitten didn't get outside. We were bringing the tree in because we got a huge tree this year. And then we had to get the stand up right. And then the tree wouldn't stand up right in the stand, so I had to go get a piece of twine and tie the tree up to the curtain rods, you know, because the tree was fixing to fall over. And then guess what? We have 3 grown cats and 1 kitten. Guess where they all ended up? In the tree. Okay?
I wanted to see where that was going.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and then we put water in the tree, and the stuff we put in the water, it says, do not let your animals drink this water. I said, okay. So guess what our animals drank the first thing out of the shop?
Tree water.
Tree water. They're kind of walking around getting stiff-legged right now. I don't know exactly what's going to happen to them. But anyway, all kidding aside, we didn't let them drink very much of it, so they're okay. All right, so all you people out there are ready to call the studio going, what happened to your cats? The cats are doing fine. Now, my point is like Christmas time or time in itself, if you just work, and just save your energy for when you have time to be with the people you love the most, guess what? You never have the time. So making you and your family a priority. I'm talking mostly now about you with your family. What about you with you? What about going shopping for yourself? What about that? What about, and the shopping you could do is, what about finding a place where you could just do nothing? Think about that. I think that's what they have libraries for. Think about that. All right? I mean, I'd say that the closest thing I do to getting to be doing nothing is when I'm on my Harley, but that's certainly not doing nothing, but it's less than what I normally do. You still have to be careful, okay? So you got to have a plan for being with the people that you love the most. You got to have a plan for putting your family first. You got to have a plan for putting yourself first. Now, you know, the thing you ask yourself is, well, why isn't it automatic? Why do we have to have a plan? I mean, it sounds like an awful lot of work. Plus, I've already got enough to-do lists. I don't need to make another to-do list that has me take care of me.
I've gotten a few. I've gotten a few emails on the topic, but I'll come up with a question here based upon all those.
Okay.
And I think the big one is, how do you give up feeling guilty about taking time for yourself? It's a big question we all have to deal with.
How about learn to laugh at yourself? How about get in the mirror and go, hey, guess what, big boy? I'm going to take some time for you. What do you think about that? And your brain will talk back to you, and it'll say, I'm sorry, you can't do that now. You got this to do, that to do. Your kids are coming home. You have to pick this. You have to deliver this over here. You have to get this done. And by the way, you got to pick up your clothes. You got to get ready to go to the party, and you don't have time for just doing nothing with you. Now, how much time is enough to do for you? Could be just 30 seconds. Meditation isn't a long time. Liking yourself isn't a long time. Looking in the mirror and saying, wow, you are really cool, dude. I like who you are. What do you think about that? That just takes seconds. Or how about this? How about just saying to yourself, you know, the Lord put me here because I'm supposed to make a difference. And I can't make a difference in another until I make that same difference in myself. And if I want people to follow me as a leader, I better have my act together because they're watching and judging. So what about taking care of me first? What do you think about that? Okay. Now, I have to go on another break because I have to take care of my sponsors and a few other things while I'm out here. So you're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290 in Santa Barbara. And the name of the show is Taking Time for You and Your Family. And it was designed to address the Christmas time of year, but really I think it's more global. It's any time of year. So come on back and let's do the dance of getting ourselves up and happy.
This way.